Welcome back, guys. So, as discussed last time, today we shall be discussing about the complementary angles in trigonometry. Let's get started with that. Now, you must be aware of the fact that the two angles are said to be complementary when their summation is equal to 90 degree. Just like the case of supplementary angles, when the summation of the two angles was equal to 180, we call them as supplementary angles. Similarly, complementary angles are those whose summation is equal to 90 degree. So we shall be focusing on the complementary angles here. Okay, so let's consider, for instance, triangle ABC with angle B equal to 90 degree. So we can say that obviously in any triangle the summation of all the triangle is equal to 180. That means A plus B plus C will be equal to 180, and B we are knowing that it is 90 degree, so we can easily replace that value here in the equation below. So what we shall be getting is the summation of angle A plus angle C is equal to 90 degree. The summation of two angles coming 90 degree means A and C are the complementary angles here. Okay, let's proceed ahead. I shall be writing down the trigonometric identities, all of them, with reference to angle A first of all. Okay, so let's see: sine A, cos A, tan A, cosec A, sec A, and cot A. I am sure that you must be well aware of the formula now of all the trigonometric identities, so we shall not be repeating that thing again. Okay, and in case if you are not yet clear, please go back to the tutorial number 1 and please try to memorize them, because it is the basis if you want to proceed ahead or learn this chapter efficiently. Okay, coming back to the topic. So once I listed down the trigonometric ratios with respect to reference A, now I shall be doing the same thing. Now this time I shall be focusing on angle C, and angle C can also be represented as 90 minus angle A, right? So let's start with that. We shall be representing angle C as 90 minus A. So sine A will be given as AB divided by AC, of course, cos, then tan, then cosec, then sec, and finally cot 90 minus A, that is equal to C. Now if you look at both this list carefully, you will be able to match the similar things, just like I did here for sine A and cos 90 minus A, because their ratios are matching. Sine A is BC by AC. Similarly, cos 90 minus A is also BC by AC. And similarly, if you look ahead, cos A will be matching with sin 90 minus A, because their ratios are also matching. If you proceed ahead, you shall be able to figure out the rest equal things. Yeah. Which leads to the conclusion here, which we shall be seeing in the next slide, that if this is the case, we will be able to write them down as a summary as sine of A is equal to cos of 90 minus A, cos of A is sine of 90 minus A, tan of A is cot of 90 minus A, cosec of A is sec of 90 minus A, sec of A is cosec of 90 minus A, and cot of A is tan of 90 minus A. These are equals. Okay, so this is the concept which we will be using to discuss the numericals ahead, and to convert the identities from sine to cos, from cos to sine, from tan to cot, from cot to tan, and so on, right? So please, you have to memorize this thing as well. But beyond memorizing, I must say that the concept which we discussed just now, you have to stick with that, because if you know the concept, you shall be able to figure out the derivation very easily. So don't just cram, try to understand that how we derived this entire thing, right? Okay, so we are good to go with some questions of this kind. Let's see the question number 1 here. Tan 26 divided by cot 64 is given to you, and you have to evaluate the given question. Let's see the solution. Now Using that concept which we just did, I am writing down my cot 64 in terms of 10, because we know that cot theta or cot A is equal to 10 90 minus A, right? So it shall be written as in this manner, that cot 64 is equal to 10 90 minus 64, right? That means we can say that cot 64 is equal to 1026, because if we subtract the angles 90 minus 64, it will give us 26 degree. So I shall be replacing the cot 64 value in my given expression. So what I'll be getting is answer equal to 1. Correct? Let's do the next question. Next question is about the same thing, and here they have given us cos 48 minus sin 42. Again the same concept we have to apply. You can convert either of them. Let's see what we can do here. That we are converting cos 48 into the terms of sine value. So cos 48 can be written in this manner, that sine of 90 minus 48, right? So this is the thing you will be getting, that cos 48 can be equalized to sine 42. The angles 90 minus 48 can be subtracted and you will be getting the answer of 42 degree. So in place of cos 48, you replace the value sine 42, and what you will be getting is your answer equal to 0. Simple, right? Let's see some similar examples. Now here you have to show that the given expression 1048, 1023, 1042, 1067, all of them are equal to 1. Let's see what we can do here. So I'm focusing on my left hand side first, and let's try to focus on 1042 first of all. Now this 1042 can also be written in this way, that 1042 is equal to cot of 90 minus 42 with the same concept application. So we can say that 1042 is equal to cot 48. The values are same. Similarly, now focus on 1023, and it shall be written as cot 67. Correct? So just replace these values in this LHS side. So we shall be getting this thing. I am sure that you might be getting some hints that why I converted these two things, because I wanted to make them equal with the remaining two identities. Not exactly equal, only the angles here. Because see, 1048 is matching with this cot 48 angle wise, and similarly cot 67 is matching with the 1067 angle wise. Now what I will do is I shall be converting, or I shall be writing them, this cot 67 and cot 48 as the reciprocals, and in terms of reciprocals they can be represented as 1 by 1067 and 1 by 1048 respectively, right? And they can be cancelled out. 1048 in the denominator will cancel out the 1048 in the numerator, and similar case will be with the 1067 degree. So that means it is equal to 1, which is of course equal to RHS, hence it is proved. Very simple, just you need to understand the concept of the complementary angles. Let's see the next question. Now here the question is about if tan 2a is equal to cot a minus 18, where 2a is an acute angle, find the value of a. Okay, here you have to figure out the value of a, and also they have mentioned that 2a is basically an acute angle. Again, using the same concept, tan 2a, I converted it and wrote it in terms of cot, so it will be written as cot of 90 minus 2a, and which is equal to this, because I am replacing the value of tan 2a with cot 90 minus 2a here in the given equation above here, right? So the place will be taken by this cot 90 minus 2a here, and once this both identities came here, we can simply equate the angles. Okay, remember earlier we could not do the same thing. Why? Because the identities were different. It was tan here and cot here, so we cannot simply equate the identity. We cannot simply equate the angles, sorry. Once the identities are same, then you can go ahead and equate the angles. So please remember that, do not get confused with that thing. we have to equate the identities first. So now the rest things are very simple. If you equate the angles, it will be a simple algebra for you in one variable. So that's how you'll get the value of A equals to 36. And you can double cross, you can check it again by multiplying A with 2. That is 2 times A, and that will be equal to 72. Still it is an acute angle. So that means your answer is correct. Let's see the next question. Then A is equal to cot B. If it is the case, you have to prove that A plus B is equal to 90 degree. I can see that this question is also easy, but let's discuss it ahead. I am once again writing my identity in terms of RHS side identity, because ultimately my goal is to equate the angles, because ultimately the question is about the angles here. We have to say that the summation of both the angles equal to 90 degree, and that can be possible only when we equate the angles. So to equate the angles, I am changing my identity, right? You can do the same for cot B and convert it in terms of tan A. Here I am taking into consideration the left hand side, so that's why I am converting my tan A and I'm writing it in terms of cot. So it will be equal to 90 minus A. Just replace that value and you shall be getting this. Same, equate the angles and solve them. So you will be getting that the summation of A plus B equals to 90 degree, and that's what you need. Let's see the next question. Okay, now this is important. If angle A, B and C are the interior angles of triangle ABC, they are the interior angles. We have to show that sine of B plus C whole divided by 2 is equal to cos of A divided by 2. Okay, now let's think that what we can do here. This is the simple fact that for any triangle, the sum of the interior angle is always equal to 180 degree. We shall be using this concept. Let's see. A plus B plus C equals to 180. Now what I will do here, that I will try to focus on my left hand side thing first, and to be specific I will be just focusing on the angle. What I am needing here is B plus C whole divided by 2. So I shall be trying to get that thing here as well. Okay, let's see how can I get that. So B plus C can be written as 180 minus A if we reposition the angle A from left hand side to right hand side. Okay, now I want B plus C whole divided by 2. So that's what I will be doing, that divide both the sides by 2. So that's what you will be getting, right? To make it more specific, I will be going one step ahead and write it down in this way. So what I will be getting is that B plus C whole divided by 2 is equal to 90 minus A by 2. Okay, once you get this part, you are halfway done. Now what you need to do is you have to once again visit the question and look here that actually the angle has an attachment of sine function here. So I will also do the same thing, and I will be multiplying the sine function on both the sides, because in maths you cannot do it on one side. It's a rule to balance them. So let's do it that way. So multiplying sine at the left hand side and right hand side. Okay, so that's what you will be getting. And if you know the fact that sine of 90 minus A by 2 is written as cos of A by 2. So that's it. You reach the destination. And this is the answer, that sine of B plus C whole divided by 2 is equal to cos A by 2. You just got what you needed, and hence it is proved. Okay, accidentally I wrote here multiply, so don't count it as a multiplication. It is not the multiplication here. We are introducing the sine function here, because that will actually be contradictory to what we discussed in the last tutorial. It is never a multiplication. We are introducing the sine function at both the sides. So please take care of that, and I'm sorry for this mistake. Let's end this session as of now. That was it for today. We shall be meeting again, and Now we shall be discussing about the trigonometric identities. I hope that all of my tutorials are helping you in some way or the other, and still if you are having any queries or doubts, you can simply reach us on our email address or comment section. So wish you all the best with the learning, and please do subscribe to our channel if you like our videos. Thank you very much.